Hi everyone. Welcome to Stat 10, Statistics for Life Sciences. Today, I will give you an overview on statistics for life sciences. The nature of statistics for life sciences. First, we will discuss the introduction to statistics and the role of statistics in life sciences endeavors. Statistical thinking will one day be as necessary for efficient citizenship as the ability to read and write. This is according to Sir Herbert George Wells. We are surrounded by data, and we wish to take advantage of this available information. There is no more escaping from the necessity of learning statistics. The term statistics originated from the Latin word status, which means state. The use of the term itself became popular only in the 18th century, and its original definition was the science dealing with data about the condition of a state or community. The use of statistics in the government is still evident these days. The numerical figures compiled by the government have even increased in quantity and scope with the availability of more cost-efficient scientific methods of data collection and analysis. All countries now regularly compute for various socio-economic indicators such as Consumer Price Index, Gross National Product, Gross Domestic Product, birth rates, mortality rates, unemployment rates, literacy rates, and monetary exchange rates. Students often ask one of the following questions in our classes. Why do I have to study statistics? Or why do I need to know statistics in my field of practice? A quick response is that statistical concepts are already used in everyday life. Statistics can help us in solving problems and in decision-making. This course covers concepts most relevant to life sciences. It guides students through concepts and procedures from descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. Besides presenting key concepts, it focuses on real-world examples that students will encounter in practice. Life science is a field of science that studies living things and how they interact with each other and the world around them. Researchers in life sciences carry out investigations in various settings, in the clinic, in the laboratory, in the greenhouse, in the field, etc. Generally, the resulting data exhibits some variability. For instance, patients given the same drug respond somewhat differently. Cell cultures prepared identically develop somewhat differently. Adjacent plots of genetically identical wheat plants yield somewhat different amounts of grain. Often the degree of variability is substantial even when experimental conditions are held as constant as possible. The challenge to the life scientist is to discern the patterns that may be more or less obscured by the variability of responses in living systems. A scientist must try to distinguish signal from noise. Statistics is the science of understanding data and of making decisions in the face of variability and uncertainty. The concepts and methods of statistics enable investigators to describe variability and to plan research so as to take variability into account, that is, to make the signal strong in comparison to the background noise in data that are collected. Let us start with this simple example. In question form, state the problem that will be investigated in the experiment. A possible question is, what is the effect of different temperatures on the number of shrimp eggs that hatch? For the question, what is the effect of different temperatures on the number of shrimp eggs that hatch? Then form a hypothesis. A hypothesis is a possible answer to a scientific problem, a prediction about what may happen. So our possible hypothesis is, if shrimp eggs are placed in 40 degrees Celsius salt water, then more eggs will hatch than the eggs in colder temperatures. For the question, what is the effect of different temperatures on the number of shrimp eggs that hatch? Design an experiment to test your formulated hypothesis. So we will design our experiment like this. We will put the same number of shrimp eggs in a 20 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius, and a 60 degrees Celsius salt water. Then, our variables will be temperature for the independent variable, number of hatched eggs for the dependent variable, and our controlled variable is the water level. A possible observation will be like this. We will count the number of shrimp eggs hatched in each of the 3 temperatures from day 1 to day 5. What do you think will be our next steps? That's right. Make your analysis, make your decision and state your conclusion. That's statistics. We researchers start with a problem. Then we collect the data, organize, summarize and present, analyze and interpret our results, and lastly make our conclusion. This leads to the definition of statistics, which is a branch of science which deals with the collection, organization, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of data in order to make generalizations about a certain population. So to you, future life scientists, let's learn and make more researches.